Yeah. And just wanted to ask about your friends and family. And what do your friends and family think of both your YouTube channel and of the website as well?
Oh, well, a lot of my friends are jealous because I'm so famous, but no. Uh, I think a lot of my friends like it. A lot of them kind of want to star in a few episodes. Alex always make his appearance once in a while, and he had fun doing that. Sir Jim's used to do it a lot. So I think they really liked it. I know Megan wants to do it, but she's a little scaredy cat, so
Yeah.
she won't get into any of the video reviews, even though she wants to. She'll just sit there and look at me. But I mean, it's really cool to have like that support of friends that think it's a really cool idea. And then I have my family. I mean, my family doesn't really uh, like care much. It seems.
Yeah.
My dad likes the idea. He always mentions it to people. He's like, my son reviews games on YouTube and all that. So
Yeah.
I think it's cool like that. And it's just fun to talk when I meet new people. I'm always like, yeah, I got a YouTube channel up, and I'm pretty big fucking deal.
Yeah.
I just say, I like to do this, and I got a good amount of people watching.
Yeah. And does it ever seem a bit surreal to you, the fact that you've got tens of thousands of people watching your videos? Did you ever think when you started the channel that it would get that sort of size?
No, never did I think I would have 1,000 people watching, let alone I look at Castlevania and I see what is it, 30,000, and I'm just
Yeah.
sometimes I just sit back and I'm like, holy shit, that's 30,000 people sitting there
Yeah.
watching it. To me that's pretty awesome, and I like that feeling. The Transformer one's like 650,000 or some shit like that, and I'm like, first of all, that game wasn't even that good, and second, holy shit, just stuff like that is pretty cool feeling to have that many people watching.
And have you ever been recognized when you're out and about by anyone who watches your channel?
Back in New York, when I lived in New York, one guy came in and he's like, "Are you Whitey?" And at first I was like, I was gonna say yeah, and I'm like, nah, because you know what? I don't know who you are, and if you're
Yeah.
watching this, you could be. I didn't know who you were. You could have pulled out a gun and said, "You dissed my game. I'm a Tekken lover," and I'll be like, "No, so no, I would never, I would never identify myself." But yeah, and this is another thing I'm going to talk about real fast. The reason I really never show my face on YouTube is because people like to judge people based on faces, and this is something that I've always had a problem with, especially in music. A lot of people just judge people right off the bat as losers or posers or whatever in music. And I felt if I show my face on YouTube, people are just going to watch less because back in 2007, 2008, I was fucking, Godzilla.
Yeah.
And I didn't want that. I just want people to hear my voice, my opinion, not so much my looks. Sure, I got, of course, when I showed my face by accident, of course, a billion comments about how ugly I was. Okay, so now I didn't show my face. So that's why I made that second channel, James Whitey, because I don't mind showing my face. I just don't want it to affect the reviews. So
Yeah.
James Whitey, I can talk about stuff, and I wanted to talk about the weight loss. I thought it was a big thing for me,
Yeah.
and I wanted to help people. And I come across sometimes as an asshole in my reviews, but once you get to know me, I'm just a guy just like anybody else, just having a good time, creating entertainment. And there's a line between entertainment and who I really am. And James Whitey is more who I really am, and Ultimate Chance is me, but I'm gonna give you that entertainment that you're looking for.
Yeah. And with that, with the James Whity channel, is that something that you want to keep separate to the to Ultimate Chance? Is it something that you want to have sort of less people looking at, and you feel it's more of a personal connection, or would you want everyone from your from Ultimate Chance to go over to your James Whity channel?
I think with the Ultimate Chance going to James Whitey, I don't mind whoever goes there. I think that I want the people that go over to that channel to be more if they want to get to know me personally. If they're
Yeah.
just looking for my reviews, which is totally understandable. I watched that one guy, Phil, some shit. He's
Yeah.
like the most famous YouTuber ever. I don't know his name. Anyway, he has a personal channel. I fucking despise it because it's so boring. But I watch his funny channel because he's entertainment. So I can understand if people like my Ultimate Chance, they want my video reviews, they want to laugh, and they don't have to go to James Whitey. James Whitey, my idea for that was actually my first idea was kind of to make it so I could make music reviews because that's what I started off with, and kind of just make little blogs. And then the weight loss thing was a big thing. I must have got like 110 PMs, and I went through
Yeah.
all of them, because that to me was very personal. And I wanted people to, and I get, even now, I got a PM like a week ago, somebody saying he lost 72 pounds. I was just like, holy shit, dude, that's fucking amazing. And
Yeah.
I talked to this guy all the way when I made that video in 2009 or whatever. And I was just like, that's great, man. So that channel is more personal. It's more just plain old me, as
Yeah.
boring as I am or as cool as I am, whatever they perceive me as. But that's that. And Ultimate Chance is the entertainment channel.
And stories like that, the personal messages you get in with people, sort of encouraging stories, does that ever make you feel like you should focus more on your personal channel, or is it something that you're just going to keep on the sidelines with your original channel?
I mean, those messages really, to me, they mean so much because it means I made a connection enough to these people, just random people around the world, that they're going to try and, work on losing weight, or, there's people that contact me about drugs and stuff like that. And I've had my sister with drug problems and my friends, so I can help them, or at least try to help them. And when I get those messages back, it really inspires me to make more videos like that. But at the same time, you only can make so many, and people don't want to be drowned out by a fucking, I'm not Messiah here. I'm not going to save people's lives.
Yeah.
But I think giving my, help once in a while is great. And I really was focusing on my music a lot on that channel. But
Yeah.
seems a lot, it's on and off with the music. It's like some days I feel like I want to keep making it. Other days I'm like, I really don't have time if I'm going to focus on the website and YouTube. So it's hard. It's like I want to do 100 things, but I only have this little ass time.
Yeah, so let's talk about the music now. You mentioned you started off doing the music reviews. How exactly did that come about?
Well, ever since I was a kid, around about 9, 8, when I first was listening to music, I was very big into the rap scene because that's who I grew up around, with people who like that.
Yeah.
And all the way up until now, I always liked music. So I kind of wanted to just do, yeah, I was doing game reviews, so why not music reviews? I buy a lot of CDs, I listen to a lot illegally, and uh, I wanted to just give my opinion. And the Eminem one, I knew it was going to be big. I didn't think it was going to be as big as it was, but yeah, that caught a lot of comments and views. So I did follow up with B.O.B., and I think I did one for Drake. I hate that motherfucker. And and then I just did one recently for Bad Meets Evil. So I do like to do the video reviews for music. They're fun to do. And then I guess it's just giving my personal opinion on the music out there today. It's just kind of cool and then to hear other people's views on it.
Yeah, and you've also done the written reviews at gamersreactor.com on the music, on different albums and things like that. Is that something that you want to keep on incorporating into the website, the music side of it as well?
Definitely. I mean, I think comical Megan doesn't
Yeah.
like it because she wants to keep it a video game site, and I think it's great to make it a video game site only, but at the same time IGN throws out those random album reviews like once in a fucking blue moon.
Yeah.
But they do a lot of movie reviews and comic reviews. I fucking love reading their comic reviews. So to me, when I'm making reviews on comics or books or music, I'm not going to do it all the time. It's not going to flood the website, but once in a while it's something different, and you can converse with people a lot about music and books and comics. So I think it's cool. I'm going to definitely continue to do that. I think it comes off better written than in a video review, especially for books and
Yeah.
comics. Definitely better written than video. So I'm just going to continue to do that and have fun making those written reviews. I think a lot of people like them.
Yeah. And obviously, as people know, you make your own music yourself. When did you start doing that?
Well, back in high school, I cut a lot. That
Yeah.
would be the reason I dropped out. In junior year, I met up with a bunch of friends, and we were just like, we all liked rap. One of them had a bunch of studio equipment, so we went to his house and recorded. I bought a bunch of studio equipment because I was like the only 16-year-old that had a fucking job, and I bought so much expensive shit, and we recorded literally every single day for a year. And I literally have 200 songs on my iPod of old stuff. and it was really fun to do. But right when I stopped making right when I started making video reviews for games,
Yeah.
I kind of slowed down on the music. And my friends were, of course, mad, but they continued to do it on the side, and I kind of was just like, I'm going to stick to these video reviews. And it was kind of funny because I never thought I would get back into music. It was just that, you know. It was awkward being in that group, too, because I was, like, the only white guy.
Yeah.
And, you know, the white guy never looks too great in a rap group filled with other people that could rap. So I was just like, I'm just going to forget about it. And then I made... Once in a while, I always had that urge to make a song. And I always liked in rap, my personal favorite in rap is to make a story or tell a story. So that's what I wanted to do on that first type mixtape. And I think I got across most of the shit I've been through in my life in the last few years.
Yeah.
And then that was a lot of fun. I got a lot of feedback on that. And I really loved doing it. And then I made a few more. I made the callback mixtape, which to me was kind of just to throw it out there. I didn't even really finish it. And then the one I'm making now is more, I kind of want to experiment more with sound and make storytelling a little different. Tell stories that have nothing to relate to me, war stories, and tell stories about, you know, stuff I've seen where I lived in New York and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think that's cool. It's just experimenting with music. And I'm not the greatest, but at times I feel like I'm getting a lot better as I go on.
Yeah.
So definitely a really cool side project, though it takes up a lot of time, so it is on the back burner a lot of the time. It's the last thing I can do, really.
Just say whenever you